Coach, a very warm day outside by Minnesota standards, but then again, it is still summer. Either way, the AC is working just fine at U.S. Bank Stadium in the Twin Cities. It can certainly get loud inside this building, and just a few moments ago when the Vikings were introduced, it was downright shaking in here. They're set for football as the Vikings get ready to do battle with Derek Carr and the Oakland Raiders. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's Dalvin Cook, third year back from Florida State. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Brings up second and 8 at the 27-yard line. The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8.
Big stop, G. Big stop.
To throw is Cousins. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is third and 8. Working out of the gun, Cousins. And that will be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
This is taken at about the 14. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the Raiders will take over now, first and 10. Carr and the Raiders come up first and 10 at their own 24. This is Jalen Richard, the fourth-year man from Southern Miss. Ben Gideon in on the stop.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Check 9. Who's new? Tighten up. Who's right,
Throwing on second and 8. Carr. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Ben Gideon. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a third and long. Here's Carr. It's caught. Nelson. And all the way to the opposite 45. A big play there. Carr to Nelson. And even 40 yards. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's first and 10 from the 45. To throw is Carr. This is caught by Antonio Brown. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable second and 1. Here's a give to Richard. And he'll go down at the 28. That one a first down pickup of 8.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
93.
Carr now on first down. And this one's incomplete. J.J. Nelson, the intended target. That'll bring up second down. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it. When you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. The intended target, the tight end, Austin Safarian-Jenkins. Third down here.
And 10 yards to go. Bill, 180. Check right. It's fresh. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
On play action. Now Carr. And that is incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Daniel Carlson on for the field goal. Remember, he was drafted and released by the Vikings. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. And this one is right down Broadway. And the Raiders jump out to a 3-0 advantage. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
This is fielded at the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to...
Looking for Garcon, and it's intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
On first down, Richard. Anthony Barr in on the tackle.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Carr now to throw. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Brown. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
694. 55.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Carr. And to the left side here, Wilson. That one a first down pickup of 8.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
The Raiders into the red zone for the first time. It's 1st and 10 from the 12.
Push him back.
And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
On 2nd and 9, Carr dancing to his left. And he slides to avoid the hit. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. Ready for the 2nd quarter, and it's our visitors with the football. They're on the march, but facing a 3rd down here. Richard on the toss. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Jalen Richard, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0.
Welcome.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
What is going on now?
A reminder, coming up later tonight, a lot of buzz about this game. The Browns, they've been doing some travel. Back-to-back primetime games for them. Monday night they were in New York. Now the Browns head to Los Angeles to take on the NFC champs, Browns and Rams, at 8:20 kickoff Eastern time, 5:20 in California.
Finally back in the league, going for 3-0. How are y'all?
On 2nd down, Cook. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
I remember the first time I saw Dalvin Cook play in college. I was watching him on TV, called a scouting friend of mine and said, "Who is this guy? He's special." And he said, "Dude, you watched a home run hitter on the field."
Yeah, he was special in Tallahassee. Left Florida State their all-time leader in rushing yards and touchdowns. 1st down, here's the run with Cook. In on the stop, it's Tahir Whitehead.
That is what is
Trying
up.
a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up.
I am at work right now, but out of my mind.
Lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Cousins. And down he goes, brought down a Raider sack. The big man, P.J. Hall, had the path to the QB there.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a 1st down.
12 yards on the return that time. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
The 26-yard line. Now, 180.
Now this time Carl throws. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Manti Te'o. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
Yeah, he's just trying to throw this ball into the hole in the zone, but those windows can open and close quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So if the timing's not right, we'll see interceptions like that one right there.
Cousins. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And he'll finally be taken down at the 18. 17 yards, first down, Vikings. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Stephon Diggs. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Vikings are able to make this a close game again. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The Raiders on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Working from the gun, it's Carr.